Let us consider one sample implementation of external sorting. In this very sample implementation, we shall discuss about the policies, how we will be doing the external sorting, we shall calculate its complexities and all. So here is the problem. So in this particular problem, we are finding that we are having in total 4500 number of records, and we are having a block which can hold 250 number of records. At a time, we can put or we can load max to max 750 number of records into the computer's memory for. In the last session, we have discussed the linear search or sequential search on an unsorted array. But here we are considering that the array is pre-sorted, either ascending or descending. So now what will happen and what are the updates we should observe in our algorithm of linear search if the array is pre-sorted? That means the array content is pre-sorted. Okay, now see, in our previous video we have discussed this particular algorithm where we have considered that until I reach to the last location, of this array, I shall go on comparing. If I exhaust, then I shall come out. We are going to discuss definition of a transaction. Now what is a transaction? So here some definitions are given. An action or series of actions carried out by a single user or one application program which reads or writes or updates the contents of the database. So that is a transaction. So that means it can be a single action or series of actions executed or initiated by some user or some application program which will do some read and write operations on the database. A transaction is a logical unit of work, and that is we are discussing static query optimization versus dynamic query optimization. What is the difference between them? So at first we shall discuss the dynamic query optimization. In dynamic query optimization, in the runtime it is done, and main advantage is that all information required is up to date. That means it will read the data for the query, for the data fetching will be done on the current instance of the database. So updated data will take part in this particular query processing. And the disadvantage is that each and every time the query is to be parsed, validated and optimized